Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. I'm so excited because today we're jetting off to the City of Lights, the land of croissants and romance. We're talking about France. Now, I've had the pleasure of visiting France a few times, and let me tell you, it's magical. But I know that planning your first trip abroad can be a little overwhelming. So whether you're dreaming of strolling along the Champs-Élysées, climbing the Eiffel Tower, or indulging in delicious pastries, we've got you covered. We're here to help you navigate the do's and don'ts of French culture, so you can blend right in and have the most amazing time. Think of us as your fun, friendly travel guides, here to ensure your first trip to France is everything you've ever dreamed of. So grab your berets, pack your bags, and prepare for an unforgettable adventure. Before we start on our tips, fellow explorers, imagine the thrill of being the first to experience our new videos, gaining exclusive access to behind-the-scenes content, and even influencing what we create. As a channel member, you'll be an integral part of our interactive community, with the power to shape our future content. You'll also enjoy the special privilege of early access to our videos, exclusive behind-the-scenes content, and the opportunity to influence our content creation. Click the join button below to unlock these exciting benefits. And for more thrilling travel content, hit the subscribe button in the lower right corner of this video. You need to hear this if you're a first-time traveler to France. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ellen, my French is a little rusty, like Frère Jacques rusty. And that's okay. You don't need to be fluent to get by in France. But trust me, a little effort goes a long way. Start with the basics, like bonjour for hello, merci for thank you, and s'il vous plaît for please. Even if your pronunciation isn't perfect, the effort alone will make the locals smile. It shows that you're trying and that you respect their culture. Think about it this way. If someone visited you and tried to speak a little English, wouldn't that make you happy? It's the same thing in France. Plus, you never know. You might even surprise yourself with how much you remember from high school French class. And if you completely blank, don't worry. A smile and a friendly gesture can also go a long way. Just remember, communication is key, and a little effort can make all the difference in having a wonderful experience. So, go ahead, practice your French accent. I believe in you. And hey, if you need practice, my friends, you know where to find your resources. Are you worried about language barriers ruining your trip to France? While it's always polite to try to speak some French, it's important to remember that only some in France speak English fluently. And that's okay. France is a diverse country, and while English is widely spoken in tourist areas and larger cities, you might encounter some language barriers in smaller towns or with locals who only interact with tourists occasionally. But don't let that intimidate you. This is where technology can be your best friend. Download a translation app on your phone before you go. Trust me, it will be a lifesaver. You can use it to translate menus, ask for directions, or even have a simple conversation. And hey, sometimes a little bit of miming and gesturing can go a long way too. Just embrace the adventure. Remember, part of the fun of traveling is stepping outside your comfort zone and experiencing new cultures. So, don't be afraid to ask for help, use your resources, and most importantly, have a sense of humor about it. You'll be surprised how much you can communicate even without speaking the same language perfectly. You will need to learn and know this if you're a first-time visitor to France. Okay, let's discuss one of the most important phrases you'll use in France. Bonjour is the magic word. It's like the magic word that opens doors, literally. Whenever you enter a shop, restaurant, or even just approach someone on the street, always start with a friendly bonjour. It's considered polite and respectful, and it shows that you acknowledge their presence. The French value politeness and good manners, so this small gesture will go a long way in making a good impression. And don't just mumble it under your breath. Say it with a smile and make eye contact. You'll be amazed at how much warmer and more welcoming people will be in return. It's like a little secret handshake that instantly connects you with the French culture. Trust me, mastering the art of bonjour will make your trip so much more enjoyable. It's like a little game, and it's fun to see how many smiles you can get just by saying hello. I bet you didn't know how important silence is in certain public places in France. Okay, picture this. You're in a cozy Parisian cafe, sipping on a café au lait and enjoying the ambiance. But suddenly, your peaceful moment is interrupted by a group of tourists speaking loudly. Well, you get the picture. That's not very French, right? Here's the thing. The French appreciate quiet and calm environments, especially in public places. So, while you're out and about, try to be mindful of your volume. Keep your voice down when talking, especially in restaurants, shops, and public transportation places. You don't have to whisper everywhere you go, but just be aware of your surroundings and try to blend in with the generally peaceful atmosphere. Think of it as a sign of respect for the people around you and their space. And hey, speaking in a lower tone can actually enhance your travel experience. It allows you to soak in the sounds of the city, the gentle hum of conversations, the clinking of glasses, and the beautiful melody of the French language. I will show you how to get the best culinary experience of your life in France. Let's talk about one of my favorite things about France: the food. Oh la la, French cuisine is legendary for a reason. From buttery croissants to delicate pastries, hearty stews to exquisite cheeses, your taste buds are in for a real treat. When in France, do as the French do and embrace the culinary adventure. Feel free to step outside your comfort zone and try new things. You might discover your new favorite dish. Indulge in a flaky croissant at a local boulangerie, savor the flavors of a traditional coq au vin, and treat yourself to a decadent eclair or macaron. And remember to pair your meals with delicious French wine or cider. Remember, food is meant to be enjoyed, and in France, it's an experience. So take your time, savor each bite, and let the flavors transport you to foodie heaven. You must hear this if you're a first-time visitor to France. Now let's talk about tipping. In many countries, tipping is expected, but in France, it's a little different. While leaving a small tip for good service is always appreciated, it's optional, like in other places. In restaurants, a service charge is usually included in the bill, so you don't need to feel obligated to leave a large tip. However, if you had an exceptional experience and want to show appreciation, you can raise the bill or leave a few extra euros. You can round up the taxi fare in France to the nearest euro. Also, a small tip of a few euros is a nice gesture for other services, such as hotel housekeeping or tour guides. Remember, tipping in France is more about acknowledging exceptional service than a strict obligation. So, use your discretion and tip accordingly. Why do so many travelers to France dress to impress? The French are known for their chic and effortless style, so pack your most fashionable outfits when packing for your trip. Now, I'm not saying you need to walk around in a beret and a striped shirt, unless you want to, of course, but put a little effort into your wardrobe. Avoid wearing athletic or overly casual clothing, especially when dining out or visiting attractions. Opt for stylish and comfortable shoes, as you'll be doing a lot of walking. And don't forget to accessorize. A scarf, a hat, or some jewelry can elevate any outfit. Dressing well is a sign of respect in France, showing that you care about making a good impression. Plus, when you look good, you feel good. You need to hear and know this if you're a first-time visitor to French markets. French markets are a feast for the senses, with colorful displays of fresh produce, aromatic cheeses, and vibrant flowers. But before you get too grabby, here's a little etiquette tip. Resist the urge to touch the produce. In France, it's considered rude to handle the fruits and vegetables yourself. Instead, let the vendor know what you'd like, and they'll be happy to select the best ones for you. Think about it this way. They're the experts, so trust their judgment. Plus, it helps keep the produce fresh and clean for everyone. So next time you're at a French market, channel your inner art enthusiast and admire the produce with your eyes, not your hands. And don't be afraid to ask the vendors for recommendations or to try something new. I wish I had known about the Paris metro before my first visit. Paris, in particular, has an excellent public transportation system, which is the best way to get around the city. Hop on the metro and zip around like a true Parisian. It's efficient, affordable, and you'll avoid the stress of traffic. Plus, it's a great way to see the city from a different perspective. You can people watch, admire the architecture, and even discover hidden gems along the way. And if you're feeling adventurous, rent a Belib bike and explore the city on 2 wheels. It's a fun and eco-friendly way to exercise and experience the city like a local. Just remember to familiarize yourself with the metro map and bike paths before you go, and always be aware of your surroundings. Stop rushing through meals. Embrace the art of slow dining instead. In France, meals are not just about fueling up. They're about savoring the experience, enjoying good company, and appreciating the art of food and conversation. So, when you're dining out in France, don't expect to be rushed. Take your time, order another glass of wine, and let the conversation flow. It's a chance to relax, connect with fellow diners, and genuinely appreciate the meal's flavors. Put away your phone, unless you're snapping a quick pic of your delicious food, of course. Engage in conversation and embrace the slower pace of life. You'll be amazed at how much more enjoyable the experience is when you're not rushing through it. Remember, life is too short to rush a good meal, especially in France. Well, there you have it, my future French adventurers, your crash course in French do's and don'ts. I hope these tips help you feel more confident and prepared for your first trip to this beautiful country. Remember to embrace the culture, try new things, and most importantly, have fun. France is a country that will capture your heart and leave you with memories to last a lifetime. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button to join the community and never miss another update on travel videos. We're constantly dropping new content, so click that bell icon for notifications. Your experiences are not just valuable, they're what make our community unique. Your unique travel experiences, both positive and negative, are a treasure trove of knowledge for other travelers. You are the ones who shape our community with your stories. We're deeply grateful for your time, attention, and contributions. Your engagement is what makes our community thrive. Please share your experiences in the comment below. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bon voyage!